The fight over Labor's election promise of removing the public sector wage cap continues after the opposition leader Chris Minns walked back from a 2022 promise that wages would meet inflation under his government. Kenny Heatley is live for us in Penrith. Kenny, Labor's accusing the Premier and also the Treasurer, Matt Kean, for that matter, of misinformation.
Hello, Ash. Yes, there's a bit here. Let's start with what the Labor leader Chris Minns had to say in April of last year at a rally that Pandemics were holding, that they were asking for better pay and conditions. Let's listen in.
If we were elected the government of New South Wales in March 2023, that means paying a lot more than 2.5%. It means obviously keeping pace with inflation.
Obviously keeping pace with inflation. Well, today the Labor leader walking back from those comments saying that the state can't afford to match inflation, but he's still committing to scrapping the wage cap, but putting a figure on it, he can't do that at this stage. Let's hear a bit more of what he had to say today.
I mean, at the end of the day, we need to make sure that people are clear about Labor's policy in relation to wages. We cannot commit to CPI. I'm saying that well before the New South Wales election. I think if fair-minded people look at the opposition over the last 12 months, we haven't been in a position where we're saying that we will offer 7 or 8% wage increases, and we're not saying it now.
So when he made those comments last year, inflation was much lower, but it will be interesting to see what the unions, some unions like the Teachers Union and the Rail Union, have been calling for wages to match inflation or even better. But there's been also a fight around Treasury analysis. The New South Wales government yesterday, after these comments, released a statement saying that, according to New South Wales Treasury analysis, that Labor removing the wage cap would blow an $8.6 billion hole in the state's budget. Well, when asked when Treasury provided this analysis, they responded by saying Treasury has not provided an analysis of opposition policies. But the Premier today, when asked about this, if Treasury actually did provide that analysis of the $8.6 billion figure that they provided, the Premier was saying Treasury provides a range of scenarios, including what if wages met inflation. Let's hear a bit more of what the Premier had to say.
Treasury provides modelling in relation to factual scenarios. That's exactly what they did. That's exactly the information that was provided yesterday, showing rates of inflation, showing increase in wages, and what the impact on the state budget is.
Either way, Shadow Treasurer Daniel Mookhey is saying that the Coalition is waging a misinformation campaign on this, saying Matt Kean's decision to invoke the Treasury's name to wage a misinformation campaign is appalling. But the day started quite lovely for the Labor leader Chris Minns. He took his wife Anna to a Valentine's Day coffee date at a cafe in South Sydney, in the suburb of Carlton. Of course, when you're on the campaign trail, you do need to spend a little bit of time with your partner as well. It's very important, but invited the cameras along as well. So, Ash, was this part of the election campaign? Maybe, but there you go, a lovely moment before things... I think that's where the love stopped, let's just say that.
Doesn't look particularly romantic to me, Kenny, being surrounded by camera crews on Valentine's Day. But anyway, he's on an election campaign and he needs to use every opportunity he can. Kenny, appreciate the update. Thank you.